Okay. So, oh no, no. Okay, never mind, never mind. This is We Happy Few. It's, I think, an English game, but anyways, it was supposed to be, I think, I want to say an Xbox exclusive. You know what? Nah, I'm probably saying something wrong. Anyways, um, came out in 2018. I think it had a lot of potential. Like story-wise, it has a lot. The side missions or the side stories, I've mostly played Arthur's. I didn't really play Sally's. There's another character. So basically, characters are stories. Um, there's 3 stories that come without DLC, right? Which is stuff you buy to additionally add, right? So I have unlocked Arthur and Sally because I have Ollie's. I'm playing Ollie's, but right now I'm playing Arthur's because it's one of my favorite ones. Um, I think I'll eventually play a Sally's. It's for a specific reason. But I played Arthur's. I played it on easy. So it says like for description for easy mode that you're here for a story and to explore a world. Strangers don't mind you much. Don't much mind you, and will give you plenty of warning if they decide to attack. I think even then, I think I only died like once or twice. I've never played it normal because this game actually used to like scare me. But you can do it normal, hard, or custom. I'm thinking maybe custom. Yeah. Well, actually, I should just play normal because I've never really played normal before. Arthur is the first story of the 3. The third final story is of character Ollie. I don't know if it's based or inspired. I think it's inspired by the I want to say 94 or 80. It's the low 80s. Brazil, 19. Brazil movie. I've seen the film. It's a bit strange. 1985. I was off by a year. But yeah. So the third story is more inspired, a little bit more. Not. Yeah, I think inspired is a good way to put it. It's inspired, not based, on the film Brazil from 1985. The world of We Happy Few, like the animation, the technology, especially the technology, a lot of it really looks like Brazil, the film. It's a very strange film. I think today there'd be certain elements of the film that would not, how do I put this, would be quite insensitive. There's just one thing in particular, like I've tried to analyze it, but I haven't quite understood. I think it has to do something to do with like the political tensions at the time. But nonetheless, it's still a good film. It's a strange film, but it's a good film. Very wacky in terms of characters. It's an interesting way. It used lighting very interesting. It wasn't precisely neon noir, which is like today when we think of neon noir, we think of like Euphoria, we think of Blade Runner 2049, we think of even you can argue that the Batman with I forget his name, but the guy who was in the Twilight film series, that those films is a neon noir, but it's more about the colors, right? Because there are certain scenes that they do use it. But enough yapping. I'll play my favorite story. I haven't played too much of Ollie's. Arthur's story. You know what? Well, yeah. I titled it Arthur's story, so I'll play Arthur's story on my own. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll play Arthur's, I'll play Sally's, and then I'll see if there's a way after I play Sally's again to to play Ollie's right off the bat. Sally's, for a specific reason, I won't spoil it, was really, I don't know. In terms of like analyzation, I think it makes sense. In terms of a player's and like enjoyment, no, it was horrible. Not horrible. It wasn't the best. But yes, we'll do Arthur's story, and we'll just jump right in. And then as I play, like, I know a little bit about the time. I know some things that were supposed to happen from the game that are non-spoiler. And, I love the game. In terms of, like, politically analyzing it, there's a lot. There is a lot. Like, if it wasn't for the game, I would have not have read 1984 by George Orwell. So, but yeah. It's a good game, in my opinion. It's a very good game.
Oh, heavens no. Oh. I should just take my joy, shouldn't I?
So I will say, if you choose to take your joy, if you've played Far Cry 4, you don't, how do I put this? You get something happens. Let's put it that way. Something happens like in Far Cry 4, but it's very the game ends pretty much, right? Yeah, the game pretty much ends. It's just, yeah, it ends. You get like an achievement for it, but like when I the same way when I have like this movie recommendation that I geek over, like this game, for instance, I'm gonna say things like, I mean, I don't think anybody's gonna watch this, but that's okay. Nonetheless, there's like important things. So like the thing we just threw, like we just made completely all black, pun intended. The thing that we redacted, if you paid attention to what it said, the title says something about no swimming in the lake, and I don't know if you caught the glimpse of what it said, but the contents or the context is essentially that a lake has been contaminated. And so, yes. And if you see Brazil, the 1985 movie, this is in it. I think this might be in it. But you have similar technology. Like there's this monitor that you'll see. They have it in Brazil. It's very much like 60s, kind of like Fallout, but a little bit different with you know, its own thing, its own spin on it. So I'll choose to remember, but yes, let us remember that my character's name is Arthur, and if you could barely see right there, it says Arthur Hastings. So I'm gonna choose to remember. Oop, there we go.
Percy! Percy!
What have you been up to? No one's seen you for hours.
Ah, nose to the grindstone. You know.
Then why haven't I heard a single whoosh through the door since 10 o'clock? Did you forget we're having Deirdre's birthday party?
Oh.
We've got a piñata.
Right. Brilliant. Of course.
Have you forgotten your joy?
Of course not. Snug as a bug on a drug.
Well, come on then, finish up.
Just have a few more pages. I know you're very busy.
Then don't take too long to finish.
To this lady, I think I know her name.
The power cell's empty.
Well, what will you do?
I'll get a new one.
Yo, she's just gonna... she's just gonna watch us? Okay. Okay. It's not strange. Whoop-de-doo. Just... Remember, the way the power cell looks, which is essentially the thing that lights it up, okay? Just remember that. You can actually, essentially, what's it called? You can technically speedrun the game, but you also get an achievement. I think I was literally, I think, 1 day away from getting an achievement. Because in the game, like in Minecraft now, if you play, like it'll tell you how many days in the game you've been playing for. And in this game, if you've played, I think 45 days, you'll get an achievement. And I think I was at 44, and there was even side missions I didn't finish, and I was left thinking like, man, I should have finished it. But for some reason, I was like, no, I just want to finish it. But yeah, there's still some things I didn't finish, things I didn't know about. I'm pretty sure there's things I must have forgotten because I haven't played this in months. But yeah, so.
There is now a curfew in effect at night.
She's still there.
What are we going to do, Arthur?
We're brothers. We'll look out for each other. That's what we'll do.
Okay, so what I'm trying to get at is people say like, oh, this is just a game. It shouldn't have anything about politics. The entire game is political. Like it's like saying Cyberpunk. I don't know the number, but it's like saying that game is not political. This game is political. But anyways, it's like saying the Watch Dogs series isn't. But anyways, down in the bottom you see it says buy your victory against communism, apparent communism bond. Save now, rejoice later. So that says it's 1964. This says it's 1947. There's a huge time gap. I don't know if anybody's watching this. If you've read 1984, essentially we are. I forget the main character's name. I want to say George. Yeah, I want to say. I'm probably wrong, but we're kind of like the main character. Playing the game, it reminded me a lot, like the game, because I read the book as I played the game. Because it was actually unintentional. Like I was playing the game, and then I had a teacher I had in high school recommend it to me. And that's how I got back into reading. But as I was reading the book, I realized there's a lot of things from the game that they have in common, with technology, with the political atmosphere. Like you cannot put one thing to the side and be like, no, this game is not political. The entire thing is. It's like the point of the story. But yes, this article was written, I think, during World War II. 1964. I think by then we're out of World War II. World War, to know that that article's about World War II and the fact that they can be redacted or not, that is important, especially from World War II. So, yes. So as it reads, Hastings Brothers wins scrap gathering prize. It's the fourth. I'm surprised because this is in England, so I should say the 4th of June, 1947. Percival and Arthur Hastings were the surprise winners of the scrap drive. Arthur told the judges that his brother has a photographic memory. Percy knew exactly where all the old cars and prams and things were in the Garden District. Remember the Garden District? Percival himself rarely speaks to strangers. Apparently, the scrap will be melted down to be used to support the war effort against the Soviet Union, which is by all reports going splendidly. Remember that. Going splendidly. The brothers brought in a record, wow, 1,654 pounds. This isn't, I want to see how many kilograms that is. 1654 pounds in kilograms. That is 750.242 kilograms. It would have been more accurate. Winning them a 50. Is that euro? I don't know. It's either euro or pound. But it's whatever it is, they got 50 capital victory against communism bond. The second prize went to Alan Unwin, who brought 315 pounds. Wow, that is a big difference in terms of what Alan brought and what they brought. Eventually we learned more about this sentence. So I don't really know how bonds worked back in the day, but I remember hearing that in terms of the film industry, if you went to go see a film, I think a certain portion or certain, like there was like a lot of war propaganda, right? Like a lot of, at least in America, there was a lot of pro-American, pro-Uncle Sam, very much heroistic propaganda for the Americans to join World War II. Like if you've seen Captain America, it's very prominent in that film. I think that's like a good example to put it right. So I think that's like a bond kind of thing, and clearly the bottom down there is a bond. And since they won money, but what they won was a war bond. So yeah. I guess that's a way to clean up the environment. Yeah. So ideally you'd want to censor it. I don't know if anything happens. I don't remember, but I'm going to accept it. Don't gatekeep knowledge.
A happy society is built on a happy past.
How does she know?
Oh,
Well,
I think
I expect you in the conference room presently. Don't dawdle. You don't want to miss the piñata.
anyways,
Wasn't Prudence supposed to be coming back today? I made her a welcome back card.
I don't think she's here. How rude of her. Where was I at? I was yapping about something. Something about war, something about bonds. Don't remember. It's gonna happen a lot because I love this game. General Bing. Remember this name. This dude, you need to remember this name. So General Bing clarifies. I almost got the hiccups. General Bing clarifies registration procedure. The 7th of May. Anyways, 7th of May, 1947. General Bing, Robert Bing, the municipal license, I think I said that word wrong, to the Occupation Authority appeared on Parade Street late last night to speak to a crowd of citizens, urgently requesting clarification of the new child registration rule. As most Wellingtons Wellingtonians know by now, because the city is called Wellington Wells. So yeah, as most Wellingtonians know by now, all children who will be under the age of 13 by the 22nd of July must be registered with the authority. General being clarified that the deadline for registration is next Thursday. He refused to speculate on the rationale for the registration regularity. Basically, doesn't want to emphasize, doesn't want to elaborate. I cannot illuminate the regulation any further because Colonel von Stauffenberg. Oh my god. Anyways, remember the way his name sounds. Has not informed me on its purpose. I think I said his name incorrectly, but anyways, stated the general. The colonel, yeah. I imagine and hope that it has something to do with maintaining nutrition for our growing children in this time of scarcity, but the OA have not told me so explicitly. I don't know what OA stands for. Oh, the Occupation Authority. I imagine and hope that this has something to do with maintaining nutrition for our growing children. Okay, yeah. He reminded the crowd that the occupation has so far been extraordinarily orderly and peaceful, and that citizens' continued obedience to legal orders of the OA is crucial to maintaining goodwill with our visiting, and it cuts off there. Since I've played this game, how convenient.
No, thank you.
Yeah. Anyways, ideally you want to redact that one, and you want to redact the one before. When you redact the one before, similarly to how when you approve it, she says something positive. When you redact it, she actually says something negative, or something in that context of you redacting it. Already half an hour and I'm yapping. Drug trials, qualified success. Oh, look up there. The map, the American map. I think that has to do with the war. I actually never found out what it has to do with. Victory meet. If you play 1984, I mean if you've read 1984, they have victory. I want to say bourbon or whiskey. Yeah. When I read the book and found out that they have victory, some type of alcohol, I was like, oh well, victory meet. You know, the correlations, or shall I say the similarities between both. So this one actually has it correct. So this is from the 3rd of March 1952. Drug trials, a qualified success, says Sir Robert. 1952. This is I don't remember the date of the last one. It was 1940 something. This is later, right? Years later. The first round of trials of a new anti-melancholic medication have been a qualified success, stated Dr. Alexander Gross, acting head of the Melancholia Studies Laboratory at the Royal Victoria Hospital. The drug reduced melancholic feelings in 28 out of 30 despondent rats over a 20-day period. 28 out of 30. Despondency can be induced in rats by repeatedly giving them electrical shocks. Despondent rats take up to twice as long to navigate a maze. After administration of the drug, previously despondent rats regained up to 50% of their navigation speeds before administration of the shocks, said Dr. Gross. So essentially the shocks helped, right? Administration the drug previously before the shocks. Anyways, the drug now has to be tested in human volunteers. Citizens who wish to apply as a potential volunteer, this is already a waiting list. There is already a waiting list. Can do so at the Royal Victoria. Page 13. You can easily just skip through these without even reading them. They're all very critical to the story. That's just my own choice, just to approve all of them, because I already know, but they're all very crucial At least those. So yeah, so we read one from 1940 something, and then we read one from 1950 something, and now we're in 1960 something. The first one, I don't remember the date. I should have known the date. Anyways, yes. Arthur Hastings, that is the character we're playing. Department of Archives. Oh my gosh, this is Recycling and Printing Cities of Whittington Wells. If you've never read 1984, I forget the main character's name. Remember this view. Anyways, let me just give you as a yap. Remember this view. In 1984, the main character, his shall we say, his occupation. More accurately, his occupation. Also, that's an eagle and that's a dog. Interesting imagery there. In 1984, the main character, he his occupation is essentially what we just did with Arthur. You choose to redact or accept certain pieces of information. In the book, it's a little bit more of a twist because you can change word choices, you can change sentences, and rather than them being things from the past like we just submitted and accepted, you get things that can also be for the future. So if you don't have a political mind, essentially you're messing with information. You can alter information, you can manipulate information, whether it's true or especially with Arthur in this case. You can redact it, meaning make it as if it never existed, or accept it, meaning let the people know, like, you know, let it be acceptable. So just remember the power cell as well, and the color and stuff. But yeah, this is one of my favorite games. Whittington Wells. Beauty is the truth. October 9th, 1964, 4:20 p.m. at City Hall. I remember looking what that meant, or like the definition of it. Let me look it up real quick. Translator. Okay. In post, I think it's Latin. Posterum cum gaudio. Onward with joy. Wellington Wells. Onward with joy. Beauty is truth. Onward with joy. Beauty is truth. Beauty is truth. That's just where I'm going to leave it. Oh,
Do you think the canister wonders what life's like outside the tube?
And
of course he'd have to break the tube to get out. That would break it for everybody.
So as you see, he didn't take his joy. The joy, as we read in the article, it's supposed to reduce melancholia or any type of sad feelings. Since we did not choose to take our joy, Arthur is now on basically me, philosophic, thinking about life. It's like, well, did these guys ever get to see a world outside of here? Do people ever get to see them? But yeah, this is basically like a department, I guess. So yeah, so this is called Internetwork. Cool. Clive Birthwhistle.
Clive Birthwhistle. You're off at the party, aren't you?
A letter from Miss Bing. Oh, and then also in the game you get to find letters. A lot of them, some of them actually, like, you need to, like, the game won't tell you like, oh, you need to find out these letters, but some of them actually build a story. They all, how can I put this, they reflect people of the society, both before, during, and, well, how should I put this, before certain events happen, after those events happen, and then right now in the game, and right now in the game. So, yeah. Oh look, Miss Bing has written Clive a letter. Dear Mr. Miss Bing. Remember that. So I guess the lady we work with, she seems to be the boss. Her name is Miss Bing. Victoria. Oh, it says Victoria there. Anyways, dear Mr. Bert Whistle. Um, I'm so thoughtful of you to suggest how best to rearrange the department. I am always grateful for suggestions from junior staff of how best to do my job as director. However, I am afraid that it would be destabilizing to swap your office with that of Mr. Hastings, which is I, Arthur Hastings, the main character. Fortunately, turnover in this department is high. If Prue doesn't return soon, I don't see why you couldn't have her office. In the meantime, I suggest that you pop another joy, and you'll feel the sunshine on your face, whether you have a window or not. All the best, Victoria Being, Director. Take that, Clive. Yes. He usually responds. He was supposed to have a reaction. He's like, restricted area. No unauthorized personnel beyond this point. Where's this guy been? Clive Birth was it? Bert. Not Birth. I keep saying Birth. Yeah, so these that are locked, you never find out what was in them. At least I never did. Oops.
That little shit. He wants my view.
There you go. You got that. I forgot to read it. Alright. And here's a letter in what I am positive is Clive's horrible handwriting. Director, dear Director Bing, I think this is what he sent her. One of your employees is subversive and may even be a downer. I overheard him and the commissary telling a friend that he thinks that his job redacting old articles is silly. And what's so scary about the truth? He is very tall and slim, with black hair, brown eyes, and glasses. I know I should have asked his name, but I am naturally shy. I am a naturally shy woman, and there it leaves off. A shy woman, and you, Clive. Or just a nasty manipulative schemer. Oh, it's a she. I had no clue. Oh. October 9th. Let me go see what time is it that I'm playing in. Friday the 9th of October, 1964. Friday the 9th of October, 1964. Okay. I just don't know where this person is at. Seems to be them. So it's a lady. Wow. It is I. Employee of the month. She hates me. Wow. Let's use it. Let's see.
Let's see what Miss Bing thinks of your work now, Clive.
Yeah. Ah, this is also important stuff about the. Is it the manual labor? Basically the blue collar workers of the farmers. It's proctoring. Anyways, farmer workers expected to return from Germany. October 29th, 1946. Not the 50s, 46. With the last harvesters in and frost painting the valleys of Thuringen, Wellington Wells, 129 volunteer farm workers are expected to return home within the next 2 weeks, states Sir Robert Bing. Each highly paid and well-fed volunteer worker replaces one German soldier heroically fighting communism on the Eastern Front. Oh, okay. Each highly paid and well-fed volunteer worker replaces one German soldier heroically fighting communism on the Eastern Front. Unemployed men in Wellington Wells who are interested in volunteering for work in Germany in the spring should contact Werner. I yeah, I can pronounce this guy's name, but Hauptmann Werner Erhardt. Yeah, that's probably incorrect. I'm sorry. At his office at Waterloo House. So I'll clarify this later. Yeah, I'll clarify this later. But essentially, you replace one heroic German. Wait, no. Replace one German soldier heroically fighting communism on the Eastern Front. Sorry, I need a slow moment. I'm trying to understand what they mean. Each highly paid individual doing this labor work that's volunteering will do the work for a German soldier, essentially fighting a war against communism on the Eastern Front. So the question is, why a German soldier? Anyways, when he's back from harvesting crops in Germany, he'll be tired of sauerkraut. I think I said that really wrong. Victory meat. Serve him victory meat. It tastes amazing. Anyways, yeah. So a volunteer worker replaces essentially the person in the military, right? So let's answer it. Anyway. Sorry, my sister texted me. Anyways, taxi service restored on the third wheels. On three wheels. What the heck? Taxi service restored on three wheels. This one doesn't have it. Anyway, the 7th of June, 1952. Wellington Wells once again has taxi service. 1950s, we're in the 50s. Bicycle taxi, that is. The enterprising young Nigel Hemmingford is now carrying paying passengers along Parade Street. He is also willing to take up to 2 customers at a time anywhere in Wellington Wells. Mr. Hemmingford, 17, built his taxi out of 2 bicycles with the assistance of his father, Edmund Hemmingford, known locally as the Wicker Man for his mastery of the art of crafting wicker. The seating of Mr. Hemmingford of the Younger's bicycle rickshaw, as he likes to call it, takes its inspiration, according to Mr. Hemmingford the Elder, from Roman racing chariots. Contrary to what you see in the old movies, these had to be as lightweighted as possible, yet sturdy.
I hope I did that right.
Okay. Friday, May 19th. Kensington Meadows, Boars Club, the Midja, Kintka Dance, Dance, Orchestra, English Girls Welcome. Wellington under reopen. Now we go back to the 40s, May 12th, 1944, or 12th of May, 1944. Thanks to the heroic efforts of Colonel von Stauffenberg's efficient mechanics, the Wellington will restore limited service. The following stations will be served from 1 hour after curfew. The following station will be served from 1 hour after curfew to 1 hour before curfew begins. Serves what? Waterloo Minorca, City Hall, Trafalgar, Thermae, Victoria. Tickets are 1s and 6p for the aged. I think that's 1 cent and £6. I could be horribly wrong. Details are available at the stations during operating hours. So a show. What kind of shows? Kind of anticlimactic, but let me take your cell. Compulsion games, that's pretty cool. Compulsion games are the people who made this game. I don't know how big of a company they are, but oh, we can just hit that. Oh, never mind. But yeah, not really much of a fun fact, but a sad fact is you'll see soon enough that a lot of the, well, someone is upset. Someone's for, whoa. So much for calling me a downer. And wow, so his cricket bat, sturdy case, but, or I'm sorry, her sturdy case. Yeah. It's, I don't want to misgender. Yeah, a woman, shy woman. Um, yeah, I mean, she must have been a downer, whatever that means. Prudence.
Whatever happened to you, Prudence?
What's that say? Holmes? Supposed to say welcome back, but of course you see the play on the words come back. Oh, lovely. Don't know what this is supposed to be. That's like an apple. Welcome back cards. There's a W, the E, the L. Well, and then come back. This does not seem very happy. We happy few. That's pretty cool as well.
You're not coming back, are you, Prue? But where did she go?
Fun fact. I think it was the DLC. I never played them, but I like I've been watching this game. Like before this game came out, I think it was around 2016. I found this guy on YouTube. I think his name was like Mr. Odd, Mr. Christopher Odd. I remember when he dropped the DLCs and him testing it out. I have no clue how I found them, but like I would watch him and I would patiently wait for him to drop a new video. And then when you get to the end, there was I think 2 different endings. This was one view that you got. Ironically, you don't actually ever see them in the game. This was one view that you get, and then I think something between this and that, just a little bit different. But let's just look at these drawings. They're not concept drawings, but yeah, just look at them. Or summer holiday to St. Lawrence to Canada. St. Lawrence, France, or I don't know where that is. Escape by boat to the land of natural wonders. Canadian Atlantic steamships. Wow. Wellington Wells Recreation and Hobbies Committee annual double Dutch competition. Dutch. Winner best attitude awarded to Prudence Holmes. All work All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Remember the name Jack. He's not a character or anything. But, yeah. Wellington, okay, basically he's like Uncle Sam for England. Or this world. Yeah. Yeah, not really political. He's more like a propaganda person. Someone used for propaganda. Wellington Wells Recreation and Hobbies Committee. Simon Says Team Tournament. Yeah, they love playing Simon Says in this game for some reason. And we do at some point get to play Simon Says. I think we do. Grand prize winner awarded to Prudence Holmes. Yeah, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. Huh. I've been here for like almost an hour and I still haven't actually gotten to the game, because there's like, it's little details, but it's like retrospectively, like analytically, yeah, it's a wow. It's a lot. At least I think it's a lot. Like, it says a lot about the world of the game. Bolshevism. I don't know how to say that word. Against Europe's Gala, a smash. 1945. We're going back to the 40s. The timeline years are important. The 22nd of August, 1945. The new and exciting exposition. Bolshevism against Europe had its sparking gala at City Hall last night. 88 invited luminaries, including the new queen of the Wellington Wells stage, Jane Morris, as well as the members of the executive committee, and of course Sir Robert Byng and his eye-catching daughter Victoria attended the glamorous function. I'll be back. Enjoy the music that you can hear in the background. I like the music. Okay. So, where was I? Yeah. So here we learn the daughter Victoria Byng, the name Victoria Byng. We earlier have heard the name Victoria Byng as the director of this occupation, and here it's confirmed that Victoria Byng is daughter of um daughter of a general. So right now he's just sir, but I think eventually he becomes, what's his name? General. Yeah. So yes. The exhibition is now open to public. Bolshevism Against Europe, mounted by the Wellington Wells Committee for Anti-Communist Actions, uncovers a secret history of the Bolshevik movement before it took over of Russia, the murder of the Tsar, and the creation of the Soviet Union. It traces the hidden connections between the Soviet Union, the British Labour Party, the Roman Catholic Church, and the Freemasons. I've heard the Freemasons term, but I never actually knew what it was. Anyways, fellow travelers, even now within our own society, visitors will learn how to be on the alert for communist conspiracies and propaganda. The exhibition, which is free to the public, will continue through November 15th, and the 15th of November. Fun fact: one thing that people who aren't woke enough for the 1984, the book, is yes, the book critiques sort of the Nazi life under the Nazi apparent socialist party, and what life could it have been like, right? But the author, and I would say that both this game in relation, though they can critique apparent socialist and apparent communist institutional nations, governments, and authorities, like extensions, dangerous extensions that become authoritarianists, they can also be applied towards capitalists, or like my nation where I'm from, the United States, other apparent first world countries. Yeah, I just wanted to put that because essentially I guess England is supposed to be, I actually don't know if it actually is, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's meant to be, if it was, and in reality if it's considered a first world country. But yeah, just wanted to state that, like, this form of critique and analysis and the crooks and the crannies of this game and of the book I'm mentioning, they have similarities and they critique certain institutions, but the same way you critique certain institutions can critique this institution that you live in, or like the one I live in, right, which is apparently capitalist. Yeah, and they could be applied. I definitely think in this game, I think the book gets more, but I'm saying in the game, yeah, you get more of an authoritarian and kind of. This game is supposed to be scary, not like literate, not, no pun intended, not in terms of literature, literally, but yeah, I guess it was supposed to be like a horror game. I wasn't really too scared because I played on easy mode, but we'll approve of it. Fun fact, one of the DLCs, I have not purchased any of them because they're all $15. They're expensive, each, like, individually. Remember that thing up there, just remember it as I yap. I'll read it, but just remember the picture. What was I saying? I just lost my train of thought. I lost what I was gonna say. Sorry. Anyways, Yeah, in terms of like actual like game, just wanting fun. This game was supposed to be scary. It's not too heavy. It's not hairy. It's not hairy. It's not heavy on the scariness. It's more about just like the adventure per se. That's more, yeah, that's more accurate. So your baby's weight in tripe, free. Did you know that tripe is the perfect food for your perfect baby? It contains all the essentials. Your baby to your local. It contains all the essential. Your baby to your local butchers, and he'll give you your baby's weight in tripe, free. Courtesy of the English Tripe Guild. Eat tripe, grow strong. I don't even know what tripe is. I'll probably recognize it in like Spanish. Tripe in Spanish. Gallos. I don't even know what that is. Excuse me. Ew, what is this? Tripe is the lining of beef, hog, or sheep. It's the lining of the beef, hog, sheep's stomach, although most sold in form beef. I think I've seen this in food I've had. Cries inside. Anyways, yeah. So I guess your baby's weight and tripe. So whatever your baby weighs, you get food and you get this. And you know that tripe is the perfect food for your perfect baby. Oh, ew! You give tripe to the baby? Shouldn't the baby have like healthier alternatives than tripe? It contains all these. Ew, like imagine it's like, here, have some steak. Like that baby needs like, I mean, I guess breast milk, but like, I don't know, vegetables. I don't know, but I don't think meat alone is suitable for a baby. Doesn't sound the best option. Anyways, return. Oh my gosh, I can't read. Remember to turn in your automotive. 22nd of 1945. We're back to the 40s. Colonel von Stauffenberg reminds citizens that all private automotives have been requisitioned by the municipal authorities on behalf of the Imperial German Army. I'll explain why they say that. And must be turned in by the 2nd of October. Owners are to bring their vehicles, which must contain at least 1/4 full tank of petrol, which is gas, what we call gas over here in America. Where was I? To the train station. To reduce queues, vehicles with license plates ending in 1 and 2 may be turned in on Monday 3rd and 4th. Monday 3rd and 4. What the heck? What? Oh, I see. License plates ending in 1 and 2 may be turned in on Monday, 3 and 4 on Tuesdays, and 5 and 6 on Wednesday, 7 and 8 on Thursday, and 9 and 0 on Fridays. A fine of €100 will be levied against the registered owner of any automotive not turned in by that date. The fine of an empty petrol tank is €10. Owners with the current municipal exemption, of course, are not required to participate. Just accept it. It's all information. It's all knowledge. Whether it's accurate, I don't know. Yeah, I'm in here for an hour. Like at the very beginning. Yeah, I think I'm gonna make like over 20 videos of just me playing. Cause like, I don't know, I just love this game. There's so much to it. There's so much. Share to meet the 21st of June, 1947. We are waiting for cattle stocks to recover across the bridge. Remember to consume meat responsibly. I forget the date of the other one. Interestingly that they say consume meat responsibly. Share meat rations with your neighbor. Make stew out of bone, fat, and meat scraps. Oh, this gives gives Animal Farm vibes. Anyways, if you don't know Animal Farm, I continue to inquire. If you don't know Animal Farm, you'll be in for a twist. Margaret Worthing will open Battle of Flowers. The 2nd of July, no, Tuesday, no. The 2nd of July, Tuesday, 1946. I think that's how you say it. I don't know, because I know the way they say it in Mexico is the way they say it, I think, in Europe. Because in Mexico, they say the day and then the month. But in terms of the date, the actual day, I don't know. Anyways, the 2nd of July, Tuesday, which is 1946. Miss Margaret Worthing has been crowned the Junior Field Commander of the 1946 Battle of Flowers. Which takes place. What? Miss Margaret Worthing has been crowned the Junior Field Commander of the 1946 Battle of Flowers, which takes place this Sunday. She will lead the annual flower parade, accompanied by her father, Jack Worthing. Uncle Jack. Anyways, you guys don't know who Uncle Jack is yet. Former lead actor of the Will Kemp Traveling Players. I've never heard of that term, Will Kemp Traveling, but anyways, she was crowned last night. Wait, what is she in relation to Jack? She's his daughter, right? Yes. She was crowned last night at the Garden Gala by 1945's Junior Field Commander, Sally Boyle. If you remember when I was going through the names, the two names that were available to me, Sally was one name, and yes, that is her, Sally Boyle. Miss Worthing was selected accordingly to the organizers because of her spectacular victory garden. We were all amazed how many different varieties of exotic flowers she's grown, all while helping feed her family with her vegetables. The Battle of Flowers dates back to 1920. Wow. When participants in the flower parade decided to dismantle their floats and attack each other with blooms. The battle has become the traditional end to the flower parade. I mean, some people actually do that with they recreate what's it called, the Civil War. Like, I don't know, I think it's crazy to think like people dress up in like Confederate suits, like, let's do this. But I think they also do it for like the apparent independence of American, no, not apparent, the, what's it called, Independence Day, but I forget the actual thing. Anyways, oh my gosh, I can't even read. Future is in our hands. They shall return, the farmers shall return. Visit your chemist today. I don't know why. Anyways, police arrest 4 in breeder riot. The 6th of November 1951, one man, Ranulph Alderley, and 3 unnamed women were arrested in what the police are calling another breeder riot Sunday night. The victim, Mrs. Annie McCutcheon, appears to be in stable condition, as is her husband, Mr. Cyril McCutcheon. There is no word yet on the condition of her baby, whose birth was not expected for another 2 months. The arresting officer, PC John Constable, stated, "It is dangerous for women who are in a family way to strut in their condition about. Frankly, it sets..." I don't know if that's a bug, but it sets people off when decent folk are doing their level best to forget. When were the pills being made? 1952? Or 19... I don't remember. Let's just prove it. Let me look it up. I don't remember. I'm gonna just look it up real quick. When was Joy made? And we happy few. 1951. So just think about that, because eventually we learn about why that's important. I know why it's important. I play this game, but just remember that Joy was created in 1951. I forget the date, but then yeah, there's like, yeah, they were like, hey, you should not be doing that. The baby came earlier, so I think the title itself makes it seem like they were doing something, but no, quite the opposite. She was expected to have a child, a baby. She was expected to give birth, right? Consently, and 2 months early, it was premature, but she gave birth, and I guess the cops like, we were trying to forget. It doesn't. It's very vague, but you learn why and what this means. So now this is where it begins. After an hour, there's just so much. When we get to certain pieces, no, I can't pick up the joy, can I?
Are you off your joy, Pro? I mean, you too.
You too? What do you mean you too? Wait, anyways. I got excited. This is the 2nd of September. I think we're the Wednesday, September 2nd, 1964. We are the 9th of October. September, October, like a month later. This lady, I forget her name. Clive. Birth whistle. I used to think, never mind, no one said. Anyways. Lolly, lolly,
I
lolly.
did take them. No, leave me alone. I took my joy. No, leave me alone. No. Oh, hi, Arthur.
Hello. Oh. Hello. You'll see what that guy is. Yeah, and then you'll see what I mean. I don't think I said it yet. The game was, they rushed the game. They rushed the game. And like any good game rushed, it doesn't do good. CPU, Central Processing Unit.
We seem to be a bit behind in our work now that you mention it.
Working harder, hardly working. Ha. Sorry. This is Uncle Jack. Yes, he is wearing a mask. And so am I. And so was... I think he was. I don't remember. That he had white on his face. Because Victoria Bing did. Which is a mask. That's Uncle Jack. He yaps a lot. He has like... There's like... It's never too late to have a happy past. And the other one said... Truth is beautiful. Before I go to this cutscene, there's like, I want to say more than 20 little things of him yapping. There's over 20, but they take so long. If you want to do the achievement, I'm not going to do the achievement because I'm already going to take a long time. Like, just for this simple introduction, I'm already taking an hour. So, yeah, so we'll go to this cutscene. Conference room.
There you are. You nearly missed the piñata. It's the most adorable Spanish custom. Uncle Jack did a whole show about it. You smash it until all the sweets come out. Come on, hit it! Hit it! Hit it!
And yes, they're all wearing masks.
Smash it! Smash it!
Okay.
We don't have all day!
Lovely.
You are off your joy.
Nuh-uh.
Take one of mine. Oh my lord. He's a downer. Call security. We've got a downer.
Probably a bad time to ask for that raise.
Those are called constables. They're the police. The authoritarian state. Yes. The colors in this game is actually really nice.
Put that down! I'll fix you!
Oh.
You smell gas?
Flaming Nora.
Forget it, there's no time.
And the loads sometimes aren't too bad, but when you transition from one story to another, they take forever. Happy is the country with no pass. But yeah, this game, it ran a little bit better on PC. In terms of console, there's a ton of bugs. I won't be surprised if we run into 3 or 4. I've run into a few. Some of them are actually inevitable. Like, some of them are mistakes. Like, you won't see again for a while. Some of them you will see again. Fun fact about the game, you do get a map. But every time you play the game, you get a new generated map. And so, yeah, I guess it's kind of a cool way to, like, essentially, I don't know, I guess it adds to the experience, but at the same time, I wish that was optional, because it would be nice to have just one map, and you know, like you know where something is, you go there because you already know where it is. But this also kind of adds something interesting to it. And the game, it does, I don't know if I've seen the option, I don't think I saw it, but it does have permadeath, where when you die, you start completely over. But I have died in my playthroughs, but it takes me to my last save. So it takes me to the menu, and then I have to log back in, not log back in, but like load to my last save, and then it goes like an automatic save, and I go to where like moments before I died. So yeah, but yeah, these load screens take for a while. Yeah, they take a while. I'm playing on the PS4. Yeah, I mean, I guess the game, when it came out in 2018, the main issue was bugs. The game would have to just sorry, I can't English. The game would just have like a bunch of mistakes. It wasn't ready. It's just a simple way to put it. The game was not ready. And like, even on the PS4, like, you play it, it'd be nice to see different things. Like that guy that we saw that was injecting the civilian, You'll see what I mean. It'll be a while, but you'll see what I mean. Definitely a while. I'm not gonna show it tonight at all. But yeah.
Christ, how far did those bastards chase me? There were bridges, weren't there? And tunnels. I'm pretty sure I'm not in the parade anymore. I don't even think I'm still in the village.
Eventually, when we get like the full map, and we actually realize, it's crazy how far he actually ran. Like, it genuinely is very crazy how far he ran. Like, Arthur ran.
Those bobbies seem to have locked me in. I suppose they were worried about the gas. Terribly thoughtful of them.
So remember the power cell? Look at this. Okay. Borrow home distribution node. I don't know if some of these words are like German or English. I don't even know. But if they're German, it's for a reason. If they're not, I don't know. Yeah, the ominous sounds in this game used to scare me. Oh, they have sovereign. Lavatory? Lavatory? Is that what you call the bathroom? That's not. Can indeed die from starvation, die from poisoning, die from bleeding. Empty bottle of joy. Diary of Prudence Holmes. Oh my, as you see, like I said, that wasn't, I don't even have drift. Anyways. Was this a mistake? It seemed so clever to disappear first, rather than trying to brazen my way across the bridge. After enough joy, they'd forget they'd ever known a Prudence Holmes. Beastly Clive would take my office and they'd forget anyone else was ever in it. But now that I'm here, I wonder, should I have put my trust in Mr. Kite? Who's Mr. Kite? And when I never found out who Mr. Kite is. Probably because I probably forgot the name. And where are my bloody instructions? In the abandoned house. Yes, but which abandoned house? They're all abandoned. You'll see what she means. And how to deal with all these wastrels. My god, they look like something out of Dante. I don't know what Dante is. It's either a book or an author. Because I've heard the name. Anyways, I'm probably completely wrong. We chase someone out whenever they wouldn't take their joy. But we never really thought about where they went. I knew we chased them out when joy made them sick. Oh, I'm sorry. We chased someone out whenever they wouldn't take their joy, but we never really thought about where they went. I knew we chased them out when joy made them sick, but I didn't know it was here. To starve and weep and remember. I assume they were sent to a sanatorium, a decent hospital, but I suppose that's what I wanted to believe. We are all complicit. We know without knowing and don't want to remember, so we don't. My god, I can't wait to get to the mainland. I think she put it best when she said we are all complicit. That's a very, very good way to put it. What were you thinking? This is from Arthur. I don't know why he acts like it's new. I already saw it. Excuse me. Anyways, what were you thinking? Well, Arthur, you've gone and done it, haven't you? Not only rather spectacularly quit your job, but you're a downer. The townsfolk will unleash the hounds, or they would, if we hadn't eaten them 20 years ago. Yeah, so basically as I read, um yeah, there was a meat shortage. And yeah, basically as it says, they ate the dogs. Yeah. Anyways, the wastrels do not seem terribly friendly. I hope they aren't really cannibals. Oh god, I'm one of them now, aren't I? I've got to get out of Wellington Wells. I've got to get over the bridge and off the islands, which means I've got to go back to the parade district, don't I? Which I was just chased out of. Brilliant. Which logically makes no sense how far he ran, especially seeing the cutscene. It makes no sense. But besides the rant. Question. What in dog's name were you thinking? Answer. Percy. I saw his picture from just before we put them on the train. God, of the horrible grinding steel, and the screams. How he must hate me. Why did I tell the Jerrys I was already 13? They were only off by 10 days. Why didn't I keep my mouth shut and get on the train and go off to Germany with him like I promised? I can't remember, but I promised him. It's got to mean something. I've got to go find Percy, wherever he is, and make sure he's okay. P.S. How long have we been eating rats? Yes, I am actually terrified of rats. So the objective, find my way up and out. Where the hell am I? Somewhere under the garden district. I suppose I won't know until I get to topside. I need to find some way up out. Yeah, this map is way different from the other ones I've played. You'll see what I mean when I say that,
Prudence really did run off. And she ran this way. I wonder if I'll see her again.
It actually makes no logical sense how far he ran. From the cutscene that we saw to where we are, it makes 0 sense. And it makes me upset, not that I know.
Just,
Oops.
watching the day go by.
Get up, bro. Get up, please. Solving Bobby's pins. Tire string. The 4th of October 1964. Mr. Rupert Underhill, Station 4 from Jim Watt, Chief Engineer. Dear Rupert, are you quite certain Teddy's off his joy? Perhaps he's merely forgot. You got to look after your mates, man. Have you tried tying a string around his finger? That always helps me. Anyways, I can't reassign Teddy because I haven't got a replacement. All the juniors are off at Scargill. The subsidence has been serving all sorts of connections, and the motility must flow. I think that purple stuff that we see, I think that's what it's actually called, motility. Anyways, I really appreciate your sticking by your post. If we don't do our duty, who are we? But try to string around the finger. I feel certain you will manage the situation. All my best, Jimmy. So, yes, I can now craft things. Right here, so I can do 30 bandage, proper suits. I assume I'm wearing an improper suit. Oh wait, no, never mind. Forget what I just said. We can make a Jimmy bar and we can make a lockpick with bobby pins. And that one with metal bits. Nothing in the fridge. Yeah, so these technology like the polarity device, The 6th of October 1964 to Mr. James Watts, Chief Engineer from Rupert Underhill Station 4. He's not off his joy. He's lost the plot completely, and he's hoarding all the carrots, and he growls at me when I try to eat mine. I am going to try to talk sense to him. Then I'm coming back to the village. Duty be damned. R, which is Rupert. I have a theory why he went the way he went, the guy he's mentioning. Yeah, I have a theory. When we get to, if I even remember, I'll explain why I think that, if I remember.
I'll need some odds and bobs
Oops.
and bits of metal to make a lockpick.
Okay, I was just waiting for him to finish speaking.
There we go. 3 years of the salamander and me getting into constant trouble finally pay off.
The salamander. Just remember that term.
What happened to him? Or rather, who?
So these, there's a bunch of them. I need to look it up because I want to go through them and find them as I play. Because the first time I played, I did not find all of them. That is my goal. So I don't know how many videos I'm gonna have. I don't think anyone's gonna watch them, which is fine. But yeah, I just want to collect these. These are one of my favorite games. So, a joke shocker. Rupert R. He's deceased. He's been killed. He's dead. We'll get to that in a minute. Syringe. Limit joy once per hour. Realistically, you learn how dangerous that is. Genuinely, like, in retrospect. I'll read this in a minute. Yeah, I'll read that in a minute. That's a safe. I don't remember the controls in this game. See, I mean, this game is just something. Oh yeah, I forgot English.
Wet blanket.
Come on, come on. Come on, come on. I've seen UFC. Get it.
That's the first fight I've won since primary school. Actually, I think it's the first fight I've been in since primary school.
I don't need to use my band-aid. That should tell you something about the game. Is he still unconscious? Yeah, I don't know how to kill him. So yes, the guy went mad. I love the colors in this game. I think I'm gonna watch Brazil tonight after playing this game. Well, no, I probably shouldn't because they technically do spoil Ollie's story for me. Because the last story is, well, no, it's loosely inspired by Brazil. Yeah. So here we see this man. He was just chilling here. Yeah, rotten carrot. He was hogging the carrots. I could technically get the carrots. Just get all of it and eventually sort it out. Doesn't actually. Yeah, so he was here and he skedaddled and went this way. But yeah, tell him I can't kill him. Multiling. The future. Look Kinderman and see what that says.
Too bad I don't have any other hatches to go to just yet.
And I'm dumb. Wait, no, I'm not. Yes, I technically am. I went through like half of the first story, this story. I didn't know. You can
The bridge.
fast
I
travel.
get to the bridge in the parade district, which I just got chased out of. Brilliant. Ah, the train station. If I can get to the train station, I can just follow the old rail tunnel all the way to the bridge. Be nice if there was a map, wouldn't it? I suppose back in those days we could remember where things were.
Oh yeah, there's several. These are basically called safe houses. There's several safe houses. All this little work. Okay, so I think I forgot what I call this
I
area.
think this might be the one Sally and me tried to blow up. I always wondered what happened to the letters. There was an awful lot of smoke.
I call this Head Boys Rink, Plow Boys Wank. I think I call this the outskirts, the outsiders. And then the ones inside the parade district, I think that's what it's called. In the city, I have a German friend. What does this mean? Len. Yeah, I have no clue what this means. No clue. But, oh my gosh. You see that? You see that? It's not even me, it's just the game.
I am coming for you, Percy. I haven't got it all figured out, but I will find you.
Is that a... Oh, I thought that was a person. It's a dog. Tea is important. Nanny's tea, party. Do come in your finery. Remember your manners. Ew. Yeah, all this food is rotten. But yes, this game is very political. A dog wearing a hat. Someone wearing... Quite symbolic. Yeah, quite symbolic. Guess teen is joy. Rotten meat. Fake hat like his. Newspaper. Just a nobody on the outskirts of the table. Military. Rotten food. I would say it's symbolic. Because, I mean, I know what happens in the game.
A Rose of Gilead. Percy told me about these. They're good for wounds and things.
That's true. Healing bomb. I need 2 of them. That's one of them. I need 1 more. When will they stop crying?
A crib. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. When was the last time there was a baby in Wellington, Wales?
So as we learn, as we did learn that, look at this art as I yap. Basically people, if they're off their joy, they're downers, they're over here. If you're off your joy, you get your joy. If you're a downer, which is like, yeah, I don't want to take it anymore. Like you're conscious of it. You're a downer, and you get pushed to the outskirts. They are not the reason why the town looks the way it looks.
What's on those beds? Oh, God. I'm not the only one remembering the children, am I? Makes sense. They're all off their joy out here.
I just had to turn the music off. It's creepy. Everything is quite alright. Nighty night. Sleep tight. Everything is tucked out of sight, my fair lady. This game, you cannot exist. You cannot be like, look at this. Just you can't separate politics out of this. 'Cause it's evidently needed. I didn't know you can jump here. What the heck happened to me? Search the bubble. Nothing here.
Locked. Aha, but I remember how to make a lockpick.
Yes, you did. I don't think I remember. Right. Nanny, I am sorry to report that the girl's spoon wouldn't eat her porridge, so I sent her to bed without supper. I do get chances to upgrade. Oh, I guess I was no, that's the thing. This game would be like, oh, you're experiencing drift, and then I go to the home page and I'm not experiencing drift. Like I go out and I'm not even moving. Oops, wrong button. Anyways, here, this is how I level up in the game. Oops.
A toy tea set. Funny, Percy never played with toys. He didn't like anything that wasn't really the thing it was supposed to be.
But this entire thing is like very... How am I not missing something? I feel like I should have seen something by now. Unless it's not here. But yes, everything in this game is... I don't know, man. You can't... You I don't know. To me, it's like you can't not go through this game and not think about anything politically. Because I think to do that is to miss a lot of, like, the depths of this game. Like, there's a lot to this game. Genuinely, like...
A water pump. Nice. There's a few more in the Garden District, aren't there? I ought to fill up a canteen or two, shouldn't I?
When you consume food, your maximum stamina increases for a short time. When you're too hungry, your maximum consume food, your maximum stamina increases. When you're too hungry, your maximum stamina decreases. When you drink, the cost of sprinting is reduced. When you're too thirsty, sprinting costs more stamina. Makes sense. While ignoring this won't kill you, do try to remember to eat and drink so that you can benefit from nutrition and hydration. All is well. I don't have a container. All is well. Still need to heal up. Oh.
Maybe I
Go ahead.
can make some sort of ointment to put on my wounds. Otherwise I'll never feel better.
It's true.
It works. I feel loads better. Percy was never wrong about a thing like that.
Nice scent.
Oh, it's just...
Thank you. My uncle bought it for me last Christmas.
Anxious to get back home to the village?
Well, I live in the parade.
You won't get past that door. Not without one of them disposable electrical cars that all the bobbies have. And a power cell.
Know where I could mug a bobby?
You're a brave one, aren't you? No. I'll trade you one.
Don't you want to go back home?
Home to all those bastards who chased me out of my house. When they all catch the plague and die, then I'll go back. There's something I want a whole lot more. Those bastards in that camp over there, with the helmets and the proper weapons. They took something from me. You get them back for me. I'll give you my card.
Sounds quite dangerous, isn't it?
Of course it's bloody dangerous. That's why I'm paying you. Come and find me in that sort of hamlet over there. We'll trade.
All right. Well, what are they?
Me medals. From the war. I won the DSO at Dunkirk and the Victoria Cross at Ramsgate. Those bastards. They thought it was funny that I still had them. Fucking funny they thought it was. No, I only need a power cell to fire this thing up. Hooligans stole most of those too.
Right. Well, I'll see what I can do. Well, off I go to a camp of robbers. Maybe I can defeat them with my rapier-sharp wit.
Yeah, that's where you put the power cell. I don't have any more body pins. Sucks because I've played this game in to where that wasn't an issue.
I haven't seen one of those in a while.
And yes, you can buy things. I think there's a suit you can buy. No. Flash makes you faster. Bandage. Self-explanatory. Rubber duck. I think it's an you can use it for distraction or for yeah, it's distraction. I think you can make certain shoes with this. Food. For water. Food. To make certain clothing. To heal. Infection specifically, and then rubbing alcohol is to yeah, to heal.
Nice to see you.
And the reason why he says nice to see you is because later on in the inner city, you learn about a vendor that just hangs out. Well, he doesn't hang out, you know, per se, but he,
Heavens alive. It's a bloody fortress.
He works. Yeah. Strangely enough, he works. Head boys, chin open, authority.
They look pretty well buttoned up. I suppose I can wait here till they throw a party for the whole neighborhood. I'll find a cleverer way in.
Head boys fight tonight. Who will end up the ring? Head boys fight. That's right. A fight to the T. Ding ding. But yeah, this is one of my favorite games. Like, I bought it for like, I think I got it on discount. But like, I was so excited for it because like I remember keeping up to date a little bit with it when the DLCs came out. It was like the first game that was in FIFA that I really put my attention to when I was younger, in terms of DLCs and stuff. But yeah, like, I don't know, it's sad. There's so much more they could have done. If they would have had the time and not been rushed, the game could have been amazing in my opinion. Or better, like if this game came out today. But like they really had plans for it, man. Why? But I know what happened. Like something happened. Well, you know what? I'll just say it. This game
would have loved this if I could never get in here.
This game was supposed to be so successful that they were gonna make a movie out of it. It was either gonna be a movie or a series. And the weird thing enough, it was not gonna be animated. I think it was supposed to be. I think that was a bug. Anyways, it was supposed to be live action. You'd think this is a warning. Yeah, this is a bunker.
I guess I have to take that elevator. I hope no one notices.
I think it's Dr. Toten. I forget what it's called. It's World at War. Just joking. Guess it moves fast.
Lovely day, Fred.
A lovely day it is. Not many people get this far. It's sort of a test. Someone who gets this far usually puts up a decent fight. In the arena.
I don't suppose there's some way I could be more useful to you alive.
I don't know. Can you juggle?
Well, I could write a lovely poem. I won a prize in school.
Nah. We've already got a bad. First, put your things in that box, and we'll leave you there to starve.
Good thing I ate first.
Gird thy loins for the moment of truth, for it is upon you.
Like, as you see, they kind of look alike, and they look like the guy I just spoke with.
That was bloody incredible! This is the best.
Yeah, multiple quests. You can choose which ones to focus on by selecting it and using the track encounter button. Head boy rules. For little George's initiation, he has to 1. Win an arena fight with a tourist. No fair fighting wastrel weaklings. 2. Fresh meat only. Haha. Steal food not looted from a dead body. Sneak into the village and steal a bobby hat. Make it the red bobby hat. That's a fight I'd like to see. Haha. Clean my leather jacket. Stop being a dull wanker. Oops, I guess little George might not be head boy material after all. So yeah, it says something about the red hat. I never did that. Like, I obtained the red hat, but I never brought it.
This we've had in weeks. Our newest gladiator comes direct to you from CEO, according to his wallet. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome warmly Arthur, King of the Parade!
I was drinking some water. Anyways, yeah, they know my name.
Let's see if he can keep blood off that lovely suit, especially his.
He's weird.
In the other corner is our two-time winner, Danny Defoe!
Bloody hell! Arthur Hastings? I'm sorry? I don't think I know you. Of course you know me. You got me sacked from the Oak Current. I don't remember that. I don't work there anymore. You thought one of my articles was insufficiently original? Danny Defoe! You've lost a bit of weight. To be fair, you did copy my piece line by line. Who gives a shit, Hastings? A newspaper's supposed to make you feel good. Nobody remembers what they read. I don't want to fight you. The feeling is muted. There's only enough food for the winners, see?
Now, lads, choose your weapons. One is quite lethal. The other will just give the other chap some bad dreams.
In terms of analysis,
that padded one doesn't look nearly as effective. How badly do I not want to kill good old Danny?
you can actually go out. It's a challenge to go throughout the whole game and not kill anyone. But I'm not trying to do that.
And Danny's picked the lethal one.
There's a pipe. I didn't see the pipe.
Some guy, I've got great odds on you. Don't fuck it up. He's gonna come on strong with that lead pipe. You're gonna want to block that.
Yeah, they have their comedic moments. Even on normal, it's kind of easy.
Try shoving him. He'll drop his guard.
But if you look at the, like when I was looking around, if you see the way that people dress, there's so much to analyze. Like, to question, like, what does this mean? What does this say about the world? What does this say about our world? There's so much.
And it looks like Defoe is down for the count.
Do we really have to do this?
4, 3, 2, 1. Let's spice it up, shall we, eh? How about we let the birds have a chance? If If you lost your bet on Defoe, now's your chance to have a double or quits.
This is a way to go. Take it really easy on us. We've got to help this game. Don't worry. We'll find you. And we'll fix you up.
Oh my goodness. It broke already. How many broke first? Technically, by definition. I'm gonna die. No, I'm not.
Can't we just agree to disagree?
Arthur, you are free to go.
Thank you.
It's been a real pleasure having you over.
Yeah, but
Catch you later.
they're dressed like the constables that kicked me out. And I have a theory towards why. I don't remember if I constructed the theory from something I read or something I saw in the game.
Let's all wish him well on his journey.
I've got a...
Yeah, they...
Oh god, this on... Oh god.
Horrible people. But even then, like... Yeah. So we learned that there's a plague earlier. I'm pretty sure that was rotten, wasn't it? Yeah. I don't want to eat rotten food. You can very much indeed consume rotten food.
There's some sort of vent. I wonder if I can pry it loose.
You can indeed.
I'd need a Jimmy bar.
I'm missing one bit. One metal
I don't have
bit.
a Jimmy bar. Can I find stuff to make one with?
Oh, it's literally right there.
I'm gonna have to search these bodies for bits and bobs of metal, aren't I?
Anyways, what was that, Bobby? No, sir. No, it's a carrot. But yeah, there's so much in this world. I wanted to play on.
Now that no one is actively trying to kill me, I ought to be on the lookout for a motoline dispenser. That chap at the bridge said I'd need a power cell and his war medals.
Completing quests throughout Wellington Wells will give you skill points. To use your skill points, obtain the skill tree by pressing whatever that button is. I never learned what it's called. But yeah, that's what I was mentioning. These are things I automatically have. Out of the 3, I haven't played the DLCs, but out of the 3 players, Arthur, they made him perfect. I didn't like how they made Sally's character. From like the feminist lens, yeah, horrible. But from like, even from like just someone who plays a game for fun, yeah, it was bad. It was bad. It was bad. So I guess they want me to buy something. Yeah, they want me to buy something. But yeah, it was bad, I tell you.
I better figure out how to get rid of him real quiet like. I definitely don't want a crowd.
What you got there?
Oh, please just lie down.
But yeah, you can go throughout the game and see what I mean. Sometimes it actually doesn't even stop. But yeah, like they never finished the game. I mean they finished the game, but I mean like they rushed the game. Healing bomb, nice. I can use healing bomb. I think I can use healing bomb. Or I think I'm. Oh yeah, I used the aid kit, huh? Basically, yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
It's better this way.
Yeah, so you can hide in
No
here.
one saw me hide. I bet I could stay here forever. At least
So
until I starve to death.
What's better in the PC version is that you can, if you need to wait for time, you can just sit, and whilst you wait, you can just skip time. Like there's an actual thing for it. That's like, how long would you like to wait? An hour, or it's like till 7 a.m. till 8 p.m. Like, you know, you choose the time. And then at least in the console one, you can't. That's right. Healing, food, tools, therables, and then drugs. But yeah, medication, drugs, and general. So it's 1, 2. I don't know if I'd ever play this game on hard, because there's so much to it. You see the way the light looks when they move? I love how.
This isn't Harry. Not as invisible as you thought.
Did he do it? Did he? I don't know if he did.
It's not personal.
I don't think he did. I hope not. Yeah, this is no doing.
There we go. I can find a power cell right there. Motoline, pure resublimated dimotoline. The fuel of the future now.
So just remember that. It's supposed to be the fuel of the future. And still relevant even though it's a game. I'll get there. I won't say, I won't spoil it.
Alright. Now let's play Simon Says. Ah, yeah, I didn't say Simon Says. You all know the rules, don't you? I got to tell you to do something. If I don't
It's
say
gonna be a little
Simon
bit
Says,
scary now. I mean, I'm very
if I do say Simon
prone
Says,
to being
yes,
light of
you
scary
do.
things. This is technically it's not even a scary
Is
game.
everybody ready?
But by some deviation,
Are you ready?
it was my first quote-unquote
That's the wording to
horror
answer.
game, per
Everybody
se.
give him a hand.
My actual first horror game is Resident Evil 7, which I've been playing on Twitch. I think I'll play it here one day, when I make it to playing on level Madhouse, which is the hardest difficulty you can possibly play. Before I go there, yeah, that's not operable.
Well, I think that's everything I had when they jumped me.
It's all my loot.
I should probably see if I can find that chap's medals. I'll have to steal his key card somehow. I should probably see if I can find that chap's medals. I'll have to steal his key.
I'm just joking. You can never
Oops.
be too careful.
Did I not find it?
Simon Says, swing left.
Did I not find it? Did I not search these people? Where could it be? Oh man. Where's Rick? Oh dear. Did I not get them? I should have. I searched this guy. Oh no, I'll throw it out eventually. Compared to other people, they live lavishly. Like they genuinely do. Oh, I'm blind.
I guess I can go to that hamlet and give that chap his medals, and he'll give me the card I need to cross the bridge.
But yes, they live lavishly, to the point I want to make. Not by much, but to a certain extent, they do. They live quite nice.
If I crouch, I bet I can disappear into those bushes.
That's right. To these. I don't know how many people are around here.
Please don't struggle.
Going to the bathroom, were you? No fun. Don't know how many people are here.
Just relax. Don't question it.
I see you, you murderer!
I mean, to be fair.
Now we see the violence inherent in the system.
When I first heard that, when I played the game, the philosophical me was like, man. But yeah, like the point I was making, he's like, you murder, but you make people fight to the death. Is it truly any much of a difference? Which the answer is, well, no, we both perpetuate violence, forceful violence, and then glorify it. Both the inner city and then here the outer city. So the dude's over here. What's that yellow thing? Hydration edification. Find a canteen. An area where I can...
Oh, God. That smells awful in here.
Oh, I know what I meant was like, isn't there something here?
Well, that's a convenient story, isn't it? The Germans rounded up the kids at gunpoint, did they? So much better than what we actually did, isn't it?
I did not know that, actually. I've never seen this piece of work. I remember what we did. I remember. Oh god, I remember. This help me level up. Oh no, never mind. I'll read this in a minute. I want to get to the portion where I wanted to see. Their names. Flora, Hope, Poppy, Ellie, Louis, Harold, Ethan, Olive, Margaret, Elsa, Agnes, Charles, Theo, Logan, Rupert, Thomas, Aya, Ella, Harry, Willow, Hector. Rupert. I met a guy named Rupert, but this could be unrelated. Okay, let's read the things. Monday. I'm not a downer. There's no excuse for those people. I'd take joy happily if only I could. Oh God, I wish I could stop without puking my guts up. How could joy work for years and then cruelly stop? I miss the butterflies and rainbows. Must think of the butterflies and rainbows, not the horrors that push into my head. Oops. Tuesday. I miss Hamlin Village. I strain my ears for the sound of Simon Says across the water. Growing up, I couldn't wait to get out and see the world. Now all I want is a cup of tea and to stop feeling. Thursday, I think. Slept all day yesterday, or maybe 2 days. The gray blurs into itself. Friday. The flowers in the garden district mock me, bursting with color and its place of misery. Why did they cast us out the village? What's it to them if I can't take joy? It should make them all happier and know they can. What's it to them if I can't? Why did they cast us out of the village? What's it to them if we can't take joy? Why do they care if we can't take joy? It should make them happier knowing that we can't take joy. Okay. Oh God, I remember what we did on Saturday. The O Current. To the editor. Enough with the bleeding heart editorials. The agitators that were hanged had it coming. If they had destroyed the register of children, the whole town would have been destroyed. Stick to reporting the football scores and save the editorializing. We don't need policing looking for every Tom, Dick, and Harry that took care of those outlaw parents. What are the police going to do? Arrest the whole town? George Thomas Howe, Colonel RATD. Saboteurs, swing, justice, or mob violence. Like, I've been playing so much, I'm already at 6 p.m. in the game, 2 hours in real life. Victoria's letter to the editor. I must vigorously disagree with your recent editorial regarding the vigilante action against the saboteurs. These selfish parents attempted to destroy the registry of children so that their own would not have to be hostages. Their actions were a slap in the face to every family that had sent a son off to a war. We must all do our duty by long English tradition. Cowards are hanging to encourage the others. Surely saboteur cowards deserve no better. Miss Victoria Bing, Apple Home. There is a DLC of Victoria Bing that I've been wanting to buy, but it's $15, so it's a lot. They were so small. So we receive a letter. This is someone forgetting, slowly realizing like some horrible things because they're off joy. This is them saying like, hey, maybe we should stop redacting information and choosing what should be read and what shouldn't. We want to be entertained by better things, such as football or soccer, right? And we don't need to be authorized. But that's exactly what happens. Not only that, but information beyond the entertainment is limited, gatekept, censored, etc. And she disagrees. Victoria Bing is the daughter of General Bing.
Well, that's
Lovely.
terribly romantic, isn't it? They had each other until the end.
I don't even know if I can show that on YouTube. What was it? Was it Logan or Jake Paul saw this and was like, should I keep this? Went to his computer, edited it, and was like, you know what, I should. Until people were like, you shouldn't do that, man. It's just, what's wrong? Anyways, tax. Thanks to British ingenuity, the Bill Pitt brothers, who were too ill for measles to take the train last week, will be able to join their playmates after all. General Byng's office dispatched a taxi to drive the youngsters to Bristol, where they arrived just in time to board the German ocean liner taking them to Bremerhaven. It was certainly a challenge to find a working taxi in these times. Note the General, but we must all go above and beyond. The current wishes the Belpit boys a bon voyage aboard the St. Interesting that they willingly sent people. People seems to have been the higher ups sent people willingly. Anyways, we'll sleep.
That's a bit risky. Look what happened to Goldilocks.
I'm gonna go to sleep because once it's 7 there's a curfew. And yes, it is an authoritarian state because there's nothing but policing everywhere. Honestly, actually, like, they beat you. They find out you're out and about past curfew. They're like, you know what, we're gonna beat you. They don't even just beat you, like, they essentially kill you. And then they fake your death. They're like, hey, something happened. Who cares? Yeah, every time when it's dark like that, it scares me in this game. Okay, let me drink. Okay, let me fill up my new canteen.
This ought to be pretty clean.
Let me get rid of my useless food. Rotten. Drop.
Unlike in the village where they spike it with joy.
So essentially what he's pointing at is the water here in the outskirts. It's pure. It's pure. Strangely, you'll see why I say strangely. The water is pure. In the inner city, joy is contaminated in the water. Or the water is contaminated by joy. I think I went here. And I was like, why does it smell so bad? But yes, rules of the Garden District. This is the Garden District. This music is usually from a loading screen, so I don't know. Oh, can I not? Okay, I was gonna say. Yeah, this music, I'm used to it from being from loading screens, so yeah. What's this lady's name? Beepa with stuff? What is this? A rock. She got stoned.
I thought the Garden District was a wilderness of lawless lunatics. Apparently it's just got its own rules.
So is
Arthur's... Figure out what the other ones are.
As Arthur said, interestingly, his line is, you see essentially the violence being perpetuated back beyond just the inner city, which is also the outskirts. You'd think the outskirts is anarchy by government. Not actually, it's not a government, but it's a ideology of a form, apparently form of government. But strangely enough, it's a form of democracy. Well, not exactly with the leader. It's not exactly communism, but I don't know. I would argue that it's not exactly anarchism. But anyways, nonetheless, rules of the Garden District: don't steal. We have little enough as it is. 2. You're welcome to visit. But do be sociable and have a chat. There's a nice fellow. 3. Sleep in your own bed. Remember Goldilocks, which is what Arthur said. You can eat any fruit you find except the fruit of the apple tree. The bobbies will kill you. There's no apple tree here. There's apple trees in other... I think there's only like one apple tree or two. Remember? I mean, yes, we remember. You don't have to bloody remind us. The present is awful enough as it is. It says number 5. Oh, it's another rule. Yeah. So, as I read, yes, essentially, I don't like this music because I'm used to it from being loading screens, and it's ticking me off a little bit. As I read, look, they're running away from me, right? Just wait, just wait.
It occurs to me that the locals may not be all that welcoming. Oh dear, let's try not to get killed, shall we?
And then, Arthur Wellesley, first Duke of Wellington, Wales. Isn't it a monarchy? Right? What's that guy doing?
Hello? Anyone out there?
Are you a tourist? You dress like one.
Shit.
Slumming it, are we? Must be nice to have a closet.
Over here! Over here! You want to get thrashed? Come in! Come in!
Did you close the door?
God, you're new here, aren't you? From the parade?
Yes. Well, how did you tell?
Yeah. I'll tell you how to survive your next 5 minutes, and in return you'll give me your socks.
Well, that's outrageous.
Your funeral.
Why are they so angry?
Because that suit you're wearing reminds them of all the jolly, proper, decent wellies who drove them out of the homes in the village. And now we're all cold and tired and starving to death. You better get a nice sharp rock and rip that to shreds.
My uncle gave this to me for Christmas.
Or they'll rip you to shreds.
Shit. I hadn't thought there would be so many.
Yeah, it's like the latest groovy nightclub, isn't it? People get a bad batch of joy, and it like flips a switch, and they can't take joy anymore. So they get chased out of the village. Been a lot of bad batches lately.
So what happens if I rip up my suit? They invite me over for tea and biscuits.
Then they really won't give a damn what you do, so long as you don't take things that don't belong to you. Or go up and punch someone in the nose. Now you can survive the next 5 minutes. Cheerio!
For a torn suit, I think you need a proper suit, which is what I have. Oh no, I need a sewing kit. There's a sewing kit in here. I need to purchase one. I could have technically, but why purchase one when there's one for free? But yes, here, very fast, you get this interesting form of introduction. The people in the outskirts hate the people in the inwards that dress bougie. Because I can't say the actual word, I can only say the slang, because I don't remember how to say the word. But it's a critique from Marxism. That's what I'm trying to get at too. But, yeah, the people in the outer hate the people in the inner. And vice versa. Strange. It's just what I want to point out. I guess I don't need for a proper suit is what I
don't think
need.
my suit is decent anymore. I could wear it around the garden district, but proper folk will have me pegged for a wastrel.
Yeah, which means he needs to wear it. And in order to be in the inner city,
This too shall pass, I suppose.
The worst of it is, we did things the Germans didn't even ask us to do.
I got your medals.
Thank you. You don't know what these mean to me. To know that some of us fought. To know that I fought. You're probably too young to remember. We stood tall in those days. In 42, we threw them back into the sea. Then they came back in 43. It weren't the same.
I hate to be a bother, but the card to get across the bridge?
Right. Oh, of course, yeah, sorry. Forgive an old man his memories. Well, good luck.
I've got got this key card, and I can power up the gate with the power cell. I guess I'm ready to cross the bridge.
My fair lady.
So I just wanted to point out like one interesting thing about this man, David
I just wanted
Livingston.
to stop screaming, that's all.
Where's she at? There she is.
A safe. I suppose if there's something valuable in this house, it ought to be in here.
There's a way to open it. Locked requires disposable safe cracker. There's a way to open it. I remember opening it one time. I
lied for you today at 4:15.
That's not good, Percy. You're rubbish at lying.
I was a good liar today.
Who did you lie to?
Mrs. Boyle,
Mrs. Boyle came here?
her face was all red, and her voice was like Mom when she's angry. And I thought that you would ask me why she's angry.
Why was she angry?
I decided that she was angry because you were up in a tree next to Sally Boyle's bedroom window last night at 8:15 p.m.
Oh, bloody hell. What exactly did he say?
I told her that I was in the tree.
Oh, Percy, that's very bad.
No, Arthur, it's brilliant.
Why is it brilliant?
She won't make me be in trouble because I'm slow.
You didn't have to do that.
She told me not to do it again, so I promised I wouldn't.
Thank you.
I love you, Arthur.
I love you too.
Tiny beds. Tiny beds.
So I forgot how soon we learn. Yes, not Arthur. He's Arthur. His brother, had signs of him being autistic, and yeah, I wanted to point that out because he didn't speak to many people. What else? I don't know where that thing is to open the safe. Nah, I don't know. I remember it being here. Yeah, I don't know. That's
Strange how everyone...
It's tough. Anyways, yeah, his brother was autistic. Yeah.
I suppose he's just another rotten downer like us.
It's just the signs to know.
Welcome to the bloody garden district.
Thank you. Verloc. Just engrave this into your head if anyone is watching this. If anyone is. You'll learn about my feelings about him eventually. I wish the Abyss would stop looking at me. So it's interesting. You see the issues. So in our modern society, you see issues like this. Reflective.
Didn't we go to school together? Miss Bing's class.
It's nice to talk. It's good to talk.
You see issues in our society between the outskirts and the inner cities, from the distribution of wealth and its concentration. In this game, it's not so much about the wealth, but rather, to some extent, the pursuits of truth, knowledge, and history.
At least we're alive, right?
Well, there's more of us every day.
But also, at the same time, simultaneously, you as well see how, though, see, look at this, like he's supposed to be on a chair, and there's nothing there.
Well, nothing lasts forever, does it?
It's nice to talk. It's good to talk.
How are you holding up?
Sometimes I hear horsemen at night. It's the fall, isn't it?
At least we have our memories, right?
It's nice to talk. It's good to talk.
So some people, head boys. So the head boys used to be here. They steal. So they're rivals. Just live in community. Oh, I can't answer the phone. Wait.
This is for the benefit of Mr. Kite. The rabbit got into the garden. The rabbit got into the garden.
Sounds like some sort of secret message.
And every day when you wake up in this game, they have a phone call. And I forget for how many phone calls there is, but there's a phone call for like certain days.
Berries? They grow all over the Garden District, don't they? I guess I can eat these till I run across a pub.
As I was saying, yes, and through one of the letters that I read, we learned that there was this lady that was on her joy.
I wonder if Prue's out here somewhere. Or if she found a way out.
And it just stopped casually working. On her. On them. I don't... Yeah.
Have you been sleeping all right?
Well, well. There's more of us every day.
And... guess he did seem to take care of that. I didn't think so, but... yeah, he's bugged, he's just... There's really no need for me to be here if I can't access you. Yeah, there's really no need for me to be here if I can't access. Yeah, people do get angry. Yeah, there's no need for me to be here when I can't access. The safe. No, you know what I mean? Like, the safe is supposed to be like the nitty-gritty of the good things to find.
Please don't make a fuss.
He just bugged. He heard me because I wasn't crouch walking. Because I was casually walking. As I was saying, the ability to completely, without failure, in the form of perfection, to forget memories and specific memories. Are essentially not exactly perfect, and for friends of Mr. Kite, welcome dear. I know the house doesn't look like much, but it's safe from doctors and bobbies. No decent person from the village comes here. The racial population has swelled. Try to look and behave like them. They resent that you could take joy if you wanted to. Well, they cannot tolerate it, meaning joy, if they see you in fine clothes or smell that you had comfort had good food recently, they will become quite agitated. Best to blend in. If they think you're an unfortunate like themselves, they'll leave you quite alone. Unfortunately, hooligan gangs have also realized the Garden District is out of the eye of the law. The head boys have a lair on the island. Do take care. I've prepared a cozy attic worn wearing. Ooh. Just drop something. Wearing for my friend Rabbit. Which might have to jump around a bit to get to it.
Getting Away from It All 1964 edition by Mr. William Kite. Some sort of travel guide. No one travels. Which means this is something else. It seems to be a guide to surviving the Garden District. How useful. But who is Mr. Kite?
I don't think we actually ever find out who Mr. Kite is. But one of the points I was trying to make, yes, was, hey, here you choose not to forget. Over there, it's like, well, let me take joy. And the symptoms of not feeling well, essentially, are melancholy. You know, feeling sad, not quite feeling happy. And I'm only 2.5 hours in. Barely even scratched the surface level of the world, the political world, the state of it. There's much more. Mostly because I've been yapping and explaining certain things a little bit, kind of setting them up. I think I'm gonna get past this, find my next safe house, and then I'll save there.
Bloody hell, I'd forgotten about the revolvers. If I go through without taking my joy, I'm gonna get spanked. I better run like hell when it lets me out.
And no, there's no way to actually make it through with taking joy. It's much too soon in the game. And, yeah. So, like he said, oh, I'm hungry. Since I'm here, I wouldn't mind purchasing food.
So much to choose from.
Jerky is 20, but I think I'll only get one. Should I risk it? I only get one. I don't get a lot of, you know what I mean? Food. Throw that out. Throw that out. Throw that out. A lot of rotten food. So I have the war ration. I have, yeah, that's it. So I won't eat it yet. I'll eat it later. That's detecting me. Because I'm off my door.
One bridge down, and I'm off to the train station.
Excuse me, there's no way in there. Yeah, as the thing read, I was incorrect. Oh look, the picture that we saw. It's taken here.
Oh. This is where we hang them, isn't it? They broke into the police station, tried to burn the register so the Germans wouldn't know which kids to take. We didn't want the Germans to be angry, did we? We were so scared, or maybe just so tired, so we hanged them to encourage the others. I wonder if we'd made the Germans take the kids by force instead of bringing them down to the station singing London Bridge, if things would be different now. Oh.
Scrumptious.
I hope that's the worst thing I remember. Says the chap heading to the train station. Oh, what lovely memories are waiting for me there. At least I can get on the train tracks there and get the hell
Press what?
out of town. No, I just need to find the train station.
Oh. I'm hungry.
I want to be able to see it from a distance.
My person's hungry.
Been a while, hasn't it?
Stay where I can see you.
Sure. Yeah, I'll find my safe house. Shouldn't be far.
You all right?
Watch out for the ones with plague. They look sick, but then they suddenly become wild dogs.
She mentions the people with plague. There's, think of it as rabies. If found sooner and treated sooner, you're in much better condition. You showed you have more time to be okay. That is a vitamin factory. Yeah. The more I'm just running around because as I skedaddle, it automatically collects sections of the map.
Not quite as grand as it used to be. Of course, there hasn't been a train since the germs left.
It's the train station. Oh, I remember.
The tracks go from here all the way to the bridge, and then across the river, and then all over Britain. I wonder if Prue made it this far. I wonder why Mr. Kite sent her to the Garden District at all. She could have just popped over the bridge from the station at Apple Hole.
Oh, I'm not going in there yet. No. No. I'm not going through there because I don't have equipment. I know what's going to be there.
My God, they've kidnapped some poor woman. I could be a real hero and rescue her. Or get myself killed.
He makes a point. I can go and do it, but I'm not going to do it because me knowing that I'm not ready. I don't have equipment. I'm playing on normal, so I'm not used to the fighting yet. I'm near my safe house. Yes, sir. Yeah, so I'm gonna see if there's food in there. If not, then I'll eat the war ration. That's gonna be a pain.
Save a bit for the next minute.
What the heck just happened? There is one of those masks right there. I just want to find food first. This music, it bugs me. Because no matter how many times I try to turn it off, it never actually ever turns off.
Odd. Why are there cables coming out of that painting? Why does that bookshelf look like it doesn't quite fit? I wonder if it's some sort of secret door.
But yeah, like no matter how much I play this game, and I've been in this section, and I turned the thing off, it never, the music just keeps playing. I think I have to go back outside. This game used to make me feel very alone. I don't know if it was intentional, but it made me scared. It was one of my favorite games. I think because of like how political it actually is. It's scary. But yeah. Yeah. So we should be good. Doubt there's gonna be any food. I don't want to eat rotten food. I want to eat healthy food, you know? I'm not trying to eat bad. I feel like I should have... What am I looking for? What am I looking for? No, it should be here. Yes, it should be this. But why is nothing occurring? What the heck? Did I forget something? But yeah, I mean, I think it'd be understandable if people didn't like this game. The first story, I think, is a little bit long, in a good way. Mainly because, why did it not open? Why did it not open? This is running. It should be open. What am I missing? It should be running. This should be opened. What the heck? Yeah, that should be opened. What the heck? What happened? Oh my goodness. I don't... It should be open. I turned it on. As you can see, it's already going to be 3 p.m. What the heck? It's on. The door is jammed, which is okay. I shouldn't have to go past the door. But there's a door that's supposed to, like, essentially slide.
God, I'm famished.
Yes, I know you are. I don't want to eat the jerky. I mean, the ration yet. I can't open these doors. Because I'm not supposed to go through there. I'm supposed to go through over here.
I wonder if it's powered by that switch in the other room.
I'm dumb. Choose a symbol of each button. Check it with the lever. If you get it wrong 3 times, the puzzle resets itself. Otherwise, it would be too ridiculously easy. Oh, man. What? I'm doing a little puzzle silly. But it keeps the plagues out. Oh yeah, the plagues. There's a symbol for each button. Check with the lever. The lever? Oops. Dude, ain't no way I gotta go back and forth. Ain't no way. Am I dumb? I think I'm gonna just look it up. I don't want to stress over that. I'm confused. I'm confused. I don't understand what is occurring. What lever? So I'm assuming this is not a letter. Lever, not letter. Lever. I don't know what to do. I don't want to do it. What lever? That lever? There's no... I don't know what to do. Sorry, I'm not much of a thinker person for games. Password for first safe house. We happy few. No, wrong one. Wrong one. So it's point to the... No, not that. Open sesame. Open sesame. Okay, so it says There's obviously some sort of there's a clue. From the front door, turn left. Through a window into a control room, turn the wheel. That's what I did. When the door is done, head out to the dining room. The portrait line, yeah, the player will need to pick one of 4 buttons, and after each of the buttons have been selected, the player has to flip a switch. Check the code. Red means it isn't right. Yellow means it's the symbol next to the chosen one. And green means it's the correct symbol. Yeah, I just did it on purpose. Yeah, I did it on purpose. So red means it's incorrect. It's not right. It's not the right symbol. Checking the code will activate a light above. A light above. Light above where? A light above where? Yellow means the symbols next to the chosen one. Yellow means it's the symbol next to the chosen symbol. So if I'm very confused. It sucks to end it here, cause I'm right here. Let me just look it on YouTube. Oh, that's Uncle Jack speaking. Okay, so bro did yellow. Circle, circle. Oh. Yellow. Yellow. Yellow.
Hard to believe people fast on purpose.
Did circle, 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 circle. Then add purple, 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 purple. Then did blue, white, blue, purple, blue, white, blue, purple. You're joking. I'm going to. So are neither of these. Green means they're right. So it's either star or white. I did it! I did it! Oh my gosh! Oh. And I did it by myself. It took me a minute to understand what I was saying, or what I was reading. So what it meant by the pattern is when you do it all, it shows these colors. So when I did purple, or in the beginning they were all one color, it's because yeah, they were all one color, but it said these were red, which meant they were all wrong. I did it again. It said these were green, which meant they're right. This one was red, so I had a guess, and I guessed yellow, and I think by pure luck I got it. So So yeah, this door opens. And yeah, the safe rooms are essentially the sewers. Small section in the sewer. You can buy stuff. I forgot about that. Yes, they're creepy. They're creepy places. Like, I've played this game. It shouldn't be scary, but like, I don't know why. It's just, it's unsettling. It's rather, how to put this? It's a little uncomfortable, unless it's just me.
Now I can come back here from any other hatch without anyone trying to kill me.
That's true. The thing about, so yeah, if I needed water, I could literally just go back to the other hatch, get clean water, and I'll be fine. But for now, I don't care about hide and seek. For now, what I'm going to do, now it's 15 jerkies for 20 euros. I'm going to buy each. That's crazy. So I'm going to go to the other hatch, which is this one. Travel there, so it should be 6:30. There's no police, no. Yeah. And I will drink water from the water in place, eat the jerky, and I think, yeah, I go back to the house. But yeah. Yeah.
Clever of them to pave the tracks with good intentions.
Strangely enough, I forgot what I was gonna say. It just, yeah, it just went away in my mind. So if this is here, where's the water? There it is, rather. Yes, I don't know how many hours I've spent on this game. I loved it. The first story, when you really think about it, the second one, Sally's, yeah, it's short. I don't know. When we get to it, and when I finish it, I'll be more than happy to share my opinion on the game, on the story. But yeah, I can just go to the safe place, fall asleep, and eat and fall asleep and be fine. But yeah, it's not exactly a scary game. Not much about it is scary. I just get easily creeped out. Oh my gosh. Never saw this person here. Yeah, I'm not taking that. But I think if you don't eat, you can die of hunger. So I'll eat my food, my jerky. Yummy, yummy. In my tummy. And I'll sleep till 6.
Well, you've made your bed, Arthur, haven't you?
And then, yeah, I'll make a save and then go to the main menu. The first story, I liked its length. It didn't feel too long. It felt like it had me always wanting more. The side missions I liked because you get to have more things from it. All these I haven't played too much, and I think I won't get to it because I'm doing this unless I decide to play on my free time. But the second one, I don't know. The second one, it disappointed me a bit. Sally's story disappointed me a bit. But yeah, when we get there, I'll express my critique. The DLCs, there's like 3. There's a queer story, Roger, and I forget the other guy's name. There's Victoria Bing's story, and then there's another one. I don't remember of who. Oh, it's this musician guy. You see, you actually get a small preview of Arthur's story. You get a small preview of in Arthur's story. You get a small preview of Roger, and it's the queer couple. And then in terms of Victoria Bing, technically we already got that with Arthur being his director, his boss. But yeah, the game, like, I got it apparently for $35, but I think I got it for a 2-for-1 deal. Plus I had like the GameStop card, so they gave me an additional deal. I think it was like for 2 games, it was like $15. In that case, when you get 2 games for $15, it's worth it. Online, I think the game is worth $40. I think it's worth than 20. I don't know. The first story is fine. The second one, I don't know. But the third one seems interesting, especially since I know that I've seen bits of Brazil. But yeah. So I don't know when I'm gonna play again. I'm just yapping. If anyone did see it, cool. Hope you enjoyed it. And yeah. So that'll be it. Made it to 3 hours, so that's cool. And I'm only at the surface, so yeah. So yeah, that'll be it. And goodbye. Thank you for